everybody. Happy New Year. When this goes out, it will officially be 2025. And can't wait to share some of my thoughts about where the San Diego real estate market is going to be heading in the coming year. So we've learned a lot in the last 24 months. Believe it or not, it's been about 26 months since interest rates were below 6%. And so we've experienced a very different and new market since then. A lot of people decided to not sell their house and stay in what they thought was their starter home and are now starting to wonder if it's their forever home. And some people will make that decision, and some people are probably going to need to start thinking about what life looks like with a higher interest rate in a home that's better sized or better located for their family and what their needs are. So it's going to be an interesting market as we head into those major decisions for a lot of people, because a lot of people have put their lives on hold because they're sitting on a house at some of the cheapest interest rates that we'll ever see in our lifetime. Hopefully. The thing about getting interest rates in the 3s and the 4s or even in the high 2s is you need a pandemic, or you need basically like a recession, like the Great Recession, to force the Fed to bring the cost of money that cheap. It doesn't just happen in a healthy economy. It's not something we should really even be wishing for because of all the external factors that make us all miserable. So we're all learning to adjust to interest rates that will probably stay in the mid 6s to low 7s for 2025. Maybe rates drop for little periods of time into the high 5s, and of course I'm talking averages here. Yes, if you have certain credit scores or banking relationships, you're going to be able to get better than what I'm talking about, but as an average, we're seeing rates around 7%, up to 7.25 for a 30-year fixed mortgage. And that's, again, as we're heading into the spring, it's creating a slower market. As we are looking at the economy, that's really going to dictate where rates go. So pay attention to what inflation's doing with your CPI, consumer spending indexes, and pay attention to unemployment, because the Fed is not going to drop their federal funds rate unless they see that the economy isn't doing well. If the economy is doing well enough, they are inclined to kind of keep things the status quo, which may lead to rates kind of being around the status quo. And so we'll have to see what the economy does moving into the year. Most likely, we're going to see a couple of federal funds drops, which will have a down the line impact on interest rates. And then we'll kind of see where things can settle. If rates can settle between 6.25 to 6.75, we're going to see a pretty strong, healthy market. Certainly not double-digit growth or anything like that, but a strong, healthy market, maybe 6 to 8% growth. You're going to see multiple offers. You're going to see stuff that's priced right. It's going to have a lot of eyeballs on it. So that's kind of where is the most likelihood is where that's where we're headed. If the economy is too strong and heating up, we may see rates stay in the 7s and potentially get up into the high 7s, and we won't see that growth. In fact, we might see the market maybe lose a couple of percentage points in value. So it's hard to know where things will end up. So again, the Fed is hypersensitive to what's going on in the economy right now. So pay attention to those factors, and we'll see where we end up in 2025. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I love talking real estate. Talk to you on the next one.